We are on our way to another campsite in Friday, Texas. Never knew there was such a thing as a Friday, Texas. It's close to Groveton, north of Lake Livingston, but we're heading out there a little bit later than I like to get to camp. Sun will be down when we get there, but that's okay. That's all part of the fun. I've got the Bearded Barbecue and Adventures dog Bailey with us today. I have Mrs. Bearded Barbecue and Adventure, and I also have one of the middle sons with me today. I got to think up a good nickname for him. I don't think I've ever really done it. You haven't been on camera too much, really, right? Huh? You haven't been on camera too much, right? Not a whole lot. So I got to think of a good nickname for him. Middle Bear, maybe, because we have Little Bear, and then we've got Middle Bear. So that may be what sticks. We'll see. I don't know. See if you can get a shot of Bearded Barbecue and Adventures dog here. She's just like living life right there. So, all right, we'll see you guys when we get to camp. Well, we made it to camp a little bit after dark. Well, a lot after dark. And we drove up here, and it was a little bit muddy with some clay, but no problems for the Jeep. And we've gone ahead and we've got our fire going right now. As you can see, we're very hungry, and I've got some hangry folks over there finishing up the tent for Middle Bear, Brother Bear, whatever his nickname is going to be. And as soon as we get a nice bed of coals, we'll get that Dutch oven on there, and we've got some chicken with us, and we're going to cook that. All right, guys, just a quick meal tonight. We've got pre-seasoned chicken from the grocery store. We're just going to throw that in the Dutch oven, put it right on the fire, put some coals on top, and get this going because we hungry, y'all. All right, guys, we have got dinner in the Dutch oven. 3 chicken leg quarters, kind of roasted that way. How you doing over there? You eating plenty of snacks? You got enough head coverage? You got the hoodie? You got the beanie? Look at the missus. She's so pretty. Doesn't like to be on camera. Love her. You love me too?
I love you very much.
Aww. All right, y'all. We've got the chicken. It should be done. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Heather, you're probably not going to want me to cook this any other way now. Look at that. It's like no resistance at all on that. And we got 175 all over. So we're just going to let that kind of warm up. And we should be good to eat. It did start raining, so I got it up off of the coals just in time. You'll probably still hear it raining a little bit. But I knew it was going to rain this weekend, and that's part of the fun of coming out and exploring new places. So we're going to get this food in our bellies, and we'll see in a bit. We've got our chicken, and as you can see, it is fresh out of the pot, and I'm here to give it a try. Nothing better than something warm on a cold night. So I think we're gonna eat our dinner, kind of hang out by the fire for a little bit. Well, guys, as you can hear, we have retreated into the tent because of some rain, but I'm thinking it's probably around, what, 9:30, 10, something like that. We've got our little Mr. Buddy heater on in here, and we've got it nice and cozy. There's Miss Bearded Barbecue and Adventures, already snuggled up in bed. I'm going to join her momentarily, but good night. We'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Just waiting on my cup of coffee to brew. It's 43 degrees outside. We slept pretty good last night, but I did find out a potential issue. I've got a leak in my 20-pound propane tank, so my heater inside wasn't functioning properly, but that's okay. We still slept pretty warm and cozy in there last night.
So we'll probably go into town today and I'll see if I can do a propane exchange and get a bottle that we can use, because yeah, it's rainy and cold this morning and a good cup of coffee sounds really good. Do have a fire going and I finally got my cup of coffee, so going down on kind of a walk to see what this place looks like in the daytime. It's an old abandoned rock quarry, and apparently the pH is so low, it's like only 4.5, that aquatic life cannot survive. But there's a bunch of trails and stuff around this lake. Maybe later, if the weather kind of, as you can kind of see behind me and up there, it's gray, there's some thunder off in the distance. I have seen lightning pop, so I'm trying to stay away from any tall pines. But maybe later we will go and do some exploring. Right now, can enjoy this cup of coffee. Mrs. Bearded Barbecue and Adventures may just kill me yet. I knew I was going to come out here and do some solo camping this week, but at the last minute, her and Middle Bear, or Bubba Bear as he wants to be called now, had kind of a change of plans, and they decided to come with me. And I'm glad they did. It's going to be a fun time, but right now they're probably enjoying the rain and the cool weather, cozy in the tents. But if this doesn't get out of here before too long, I may not have some happy campers, but we'll see how the day goes. As you can hear, the rain is not letting up, so I took out my portable fire pit and I put it under the awning, and I used my shovel to grab some of the hot coals and transfer it to the fire pit, so at least I can kind of stay warm and hunkered down under this 10 by 10 tarp that I've got. Everybody else, they're in their tents, they're toasty warm and still kind of snoozing. So, you know what? This is what you call making the best of a camping trip. Well, it's not the ideal conditions for camping, but it is something that I wanted to try and do because a Gazelle tent, I've used it. I think this is my 4th time to use the tent now. I was really curious as to how it would do in, really cold temperatures and raining temperatures, because I'd read some reviews where maybe the zippers, the rain would kind of follow the seam of the zipper down and drip into the tent, but it rained all night on us last night. I didn't have any issues like that, and we slept really warm and comfortable. I think the low was only 42 degrees Fahrenheit, and we slept comfortable. We didn't really need the heater. I kind of wanted it in there because I wanted my wife to be as comfortable as she could be, but she said she slept really, really good. Warm and cozy in there. So far, the tent has held up well. I've been very impressed with it. It's the Gazelle T4 Overland Edition. And it's been a great tent, and man, it is so easy to put up and put down. Whenever we got here late last night, it was dark. I was just using my headlamp, and I was able to put it up in probably 5 minutes with no issues. So, plans for the day, we don't really know just yet, just because everybody's still kind of sleeping and it's raining. I would imagine that we'd see what happens when the weather breaks. There was a lot of clay coming up to the campsite last night, so I did have to put it in 4-wheel drive to get up here a hill, and I was slipping, but I didn't have to use 4-low or anything like that. And I imagine that raining all overnight and this morning is not going to make that any better. So we'll see. We do need to get to the store and get some ground beef to make some chili tonight, and we had this idea of making baked potatoes and then putting the chili on top of the baked potatoes with like some Fritos and some cheese. So that sounds really good. We were hungry last night, tore up that chicken. But I don't know about you guys, maybe I'm the weirdo, and comment below, but I love the sound of rain when I'm camping. Got this little fire going here, it's keeping me nice and comfortable. Bearded Barbecue and Adventure Dog is under the Gladiator, so you can't see her, but she's warm and dry too. And we're just sitting here enjoying our coffee and enjoying the sounds of Mother Nature. So. Update, the thunder has let up, so we are braving this little trail right here. I don't know if you can call it a trail, it's slick as all get out. But we're making it down here closer to the water's edge so I can check it out. So full tires. That's what we just came down right there. But you can hear the rain hitting the water. It sure is pretty out there. I bet in the summertime this is a cool place to go swimming. Well, the rain is starting to subside. So after I enjoyed a few cups of coffee, we did go into Trinity because that was where the nearest Brookshire Brothers was. And we picked up what we needed for the chili, which is really what we needed last night. And so on the way back to the campsite, we found this this route that takes us down Friday Road, which is like a dirt road. So it's good to be off the pavement for a little bit. So as we head back into the campsite, we'll kind of get all our stuff put up, verify that the weather's kind of out of here, and then we'll probably go do a little bit more exploring and things like that. But all in all, babe, how'd you sleep last night? Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Good and warm. So we're excited that the rain is going to kind of go away a little bit. This road's a little bit washed out. You can hear us kind of bumping around, but we'll see you guys back at camp. as we're going through hiking kind of around the rock pit trails and stuff, we come across some of these old pine trees like this, and some of these branches, when they grow and they die like that, the sap runs back down here, and so sometimes you can find fat wood in the base of these branches. So we're going to break that down and see if there's any fat wood in it. My grandfather used to call it rich lighter pine, but what you buy in the grocery stores and things like that, it's all just fat wood, which is just a high sap content or resin in those pine branches that, you know, usually down here at the base. So I'm gonna break that off, and yeah, you can see how it's like a bright orange right there. If you zoom up to it, that's just a fat wood, so it's highly flammable. It's not the best one I've ever done, but it will work, and it's a good way to get a fire started, you know, when a lot of things are wet like they are out here tonight. So we'll keep a lookout and see if we can find any more, but I just thought that was kind of a neat thing to call out. We're back at the campsite now, and as you can hear, raining again, but that's okay. Right now I'm just going to process some of this wood that we got down smaller so that Bubba Bear can light that fire pit that we have going over there. Well, we got the fire going good again. As you can see, processed down some of that wet wood that the owner had left out here for us, and got it around the campfire to kind of help dry it out so that later maybe it'll take a little easier. So right now we're just kind of chilling. What you drinking over there?
Root beer.
Root beer?
Yeah, root beer.
What are your top three?
Ooh, I'm gonna say it's gonna go IBC, Barge, Mug, and A&W.
All right, solid list. Well, guys, after an eventful hike and everything, we had a good time. We're just kind of chilling out by the fire right now, and we have got it going pretty well despite the wet conditions. As you can see, we built it Lincoln log style. We've got some other logs kind of sitting out there warming so that we can put those on there later, and it won't be long now before we start thinking about baked potato loaded with chili and cheese. All right, so tonight, Mrs. Bearded Barbecue and Adventures is cooking up some chili, and I've put some baked potatoes in the fire, and I think what we're gonna do is build baked potatoes with chili, Fritos, and cheese. Is that a name? Is there like a specific name for that? No, I don't know. I'm confused too, but that's what we're having tonight, and it's cold and it sounds really delicious. Down to 45 degrees so far. All right, and we have got our potatoes on the fire. So the size they are, take them about 30 minutes or so. Well, we've got our baked potato and chili and cheese and a cozy fire. I think we're gonna enjoy some dinner, y'all. Well, good morning again, guys. Morning number 2, and our last morning. Let's get hot coffee. Once again, we slept really, really good last night. Wasn't quite as cold as the first night, which was perfect. I went into town yesterday, and I did the propane exchange for the buddy heater, but still having the same problem. So I gotta dig into that whenever I get home and figure out why it's not staying lit. I've cleaned out where the propane comes out and everything, but that's a future dawn problem. Right now, I'm just gonna enjoy this coffee by this morning campfire, feels really, really good. As soon as the rest of the family wakes up and gets around, we'll pack up and we will head home. So I will spare you all of the packing up stuff. In the meantime, it was a lot of fun. If you guys made it this far and you like the videos and the content that I'm doing, please make sure you smash that like and subscribe button. I got a ton of good videos up there now. I've been doing this for almost a year, and it's been a lot of fun. So I'm not going to stop anytime soon, but definitely appreciate the support. So until next time, I'll see you behind the grill or behind the wheel.